Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do this video to really share a little bit more about my fitness and health journey in general. I get quite a bit of questions if it's either about my smoothies on Instagram or about my fitness videos that I do on Instagram sometimes. So I really want to kind of do a video to talk a little bit about that and my approach to health and fitness, and to share with you a few tools that I use and that I like in my everyday life. So first I want to say thank you to Lifesum for partnering up with me for this video. Lifesum is a health app that I've actually worked with before, and I truly think they're one of the best in the industry. I use the app quite often, and they have features that I feel like even if you don't necessarily are on a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey like myself, I find useful tools that help me, such as the water tracker. The water tracker is this feature where basically every time you drink a cup of water, you just add it to your chart and you kind of see how much you still have to drink or how much you've done so far. This is a great feature because I think that the one problem that most of us have is not drinking enough water, especially if you are an active person. Regarding my fitness regime, I used to only do Pilates before. I used to do it about 2 to 3 times a week. I just go to classes. I started noticing that as much as I love to build lean muscle and to really focus on my core, I really wanted to build my strength. So this year I actually told myself that I'm gonna come out of my comfort zone and start doing things that I've always been really scared to do, like weights and like gym stuff where the big guys go. It was so awkward for me, but I actually decided to invest in myself and I got a trainer that's been super amazing. I started doing that strength training about twice a week. This is so different from anything I've done before because you really have to know kind of what you're doing, and we really started from zero. So any background or any like fitness level that I thought I'm at, it really brought me back to basics. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. I've been focusing on growing some muscle and not necessarily gaining weight, but just becoming stronger. So I do strength training twice a week and I do Pilates once a week. That's the ideal schedule for me, but it's not always work out. I'm sure you guys know that sometimes, all the time, life happens, and as much as we always want to keep on track with our activity and like physical activity, things happen. So I'm very serious about investing in myself, and fitness is a priority for me, but I definitely don't beat myself up if there's a day where I have to skip the gym. When I do have days when I skip the gym, I honestly just try to keep in mind that I need to move as much as I can. So either going up and down the stairs a few extra times, running after my kids, doing things around the house, even just putting music and like dancing around, just moving a little bit, especially if you have a job where you have to sit in front of a computer like myself. I do try to stay kind of active and move around a little bit. In general, my approach to everything is that you don't need to have a personal trainer. You really don't need to go to the gym even. There are some people, there are so many like amazing information online where you can just do at home exercises, or you can just go take a walk in the park, or if you have a dog or like a sister or brother or whatever, just take them out for a walk, no big deal. Talking a little bit about my diet, that's been a little controversial, I feel. I'm a big believer in letting everybody figure out their own kind of path and their own way and what works for them. I know that there's a lot of different people out there that are either do vegan or vegetarian or different diets, and I'm all for it. If you guys truly believe in it and it's something that makes you feel good and really helps you with just becoming a better you, then go for it. I have no judgment whatsoever. I never think that the way I do things is the right way, but I also know that when I see a beautiful skinny girl that is vegan, it's not necessarily mean that it's gonna work for me and my family. I truly think that nutrition and diet is such a personal and specific thing. When you start educating yourself about what's good for you and what works for your body and your lifestyle, that's when you're gonna start molding your own kind of approach to nutrition and health. I'm not a big believer in juicing. I don't believe in anything too extreme, but I do believe that there are really great nuances in different diets around the world. Lifesum is actually have a really cool feature, which is one of my favorites. So I have the actual premium version, but you can download it for free. They have meal plans that you can actually choose to follow, and you can take a test to see which plan works the best for you. They're not all like very specific. There's one that is like food for strength or like a classic diet just for healthy. You can just follow it and it will give you some guidance and information and some recipes that can kind of ease you into the program that you're interested in starting. So once you really learn about the basics and learn what good carbs are and good fats are and what are good proteins are, it's really going to help you start making good decisions without even trying so hard. That's kind of what happened to me once I started learning more about food and where it comes from and what it does in your body. I just started kind of knowing what I should eat. So the way I eat these days is that I still eat dairy and I still eat meat. So I'm trying to get my eggs and my meat from ethical and local sources here. I really try my best. I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect all the time. I do try to go on mostly organic produce. I don't believe that all produce needs to be organic, but there are some items that I kind of make sure that are always organic in my house. With dairy, I also try to go for organic dairy, and with meat and seafood and fish, I do always try to find a way to eat mostly vegetarian, just because I feel that it really works for my body. So I'll eat meat maybe twice to 3 times a week. Mostly I'll try to get my protein from beans and lentils just to kind of ease on the system and on my digestion. I always go for classic grains and like whole foods in general, and really try to avoid as much as I can processed and fried and just like food that doesn't make you feel so hot. That's really my approach to food today. Once I started experimenting with different foods, I started playing around with recipes. That's when eating healthy really became fun. You don't have to make acai bowls with edible flowers like every morning. That's not what healthy eating is all about, which it's still pretty. It's like super Instagrammable, but like who has the time? This is an example of another feature that I use on Lifesum is the recipe section, where I just find out about, you know, different recipes that I can try out and just incorporate in my diet. They have really fun recipes. Some of them are really simple with like 5 ingredients or less, so that's really helpful for someone who doesn't have time to grow their own flowers for acai bowls. That's really how I approach nutrition and health in general. I think the biggest rule for me that I always keep reminding myself and to you guys when I make videos about health is to not be so hard on yourself and to truly respect the body that you're in. I think once you start respecting it and being kind to yourself, you want to make the right decisions. There is this rule that I truly think works, and I hope that you keep that in mind for yourself. There's the 21 and 90 day rule. So it takes 21 days to create a habit. So if you hate working out, if you hate eating clean, if you hate doing all these things, drinking water, just commit to something for 21 days. After 21 days, that thing will actually become a habit and your body will crave it. The 90-day rule is when you do that thing for 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle. Our brain is really like a muscle, so we really have to train it and to make it feel comfortable in this new environment. And once it's in there and it understands that you are on a mission here, trust me, it will work with you. That's kind of a rule that I follow that helps me. And Gary, actually, he's on his like weight loss journey now and he's doing great. Go baby go. So my only thing that is probably the #1 rule in my house is absolutely no pop soda, and that's it. No pop soda. So this is it, you guys. I hope that I answered some of your questions. If you guys are interested in following my smoothies and my workouts, you guys can follow me on Instagram. And a huge thank you to Lifesum for collaborating with me. If you guys want to check the app, you can download it. I'm gonna put the link in the description box, and let me know what you think, because there's a lot of apps out there that promise you to help you with weight loss and healthy living, but you know what, I really enjoy that all of this information is all concentrated in one app. It does a really great job to just make it easier for you and guide you along. So thank you guys, and I hope I answered all your questions, and I will see you guys next time.